Anyone can make money when the markets are going up. What you do when they go down is what can really make a difference. A key component to successful investing is not about being in the right place at the right time, but instead about avoiding being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Think about it. Let's say you have a teenage son, and he calls you at 1 o'clock in the morning to tell you that he'd been mugged and needed a ride home. Feeling sympathetic that such an awful thing had happened to your son, you immediately tell him that you'll come get him. But when you ask him how it all happened, he goes on to tell you that he was going to a concert and didn't want to pay the fee to park in the well-lit ramp next to the stadium, and instead decided to drop his friends off at the main gate, then go park in a dark alley numerous blocks away. He goes on to tell you that not only was his wallet stolen, but he also had left his brand new car unlocked with the keys in it, and it too had been stolen. So how much sympathy do you have for your son now? Knowing this, do you feel bad for him? Well, maybe a little, but not nearly as much as had he followed your advice, locked his car, armed the alarm, walked the main drag on well-lit streets with his friends, and where there would be a lot of other people around. I mean, if he had taken this advice, would this all have happened? You know, investing is a lot like this. Yes, it's important to be in the right place at the right time, but it's even more important to avoid being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Let me explain. Let's say you were able to put $200 in the market, the S&P 500 for instance, in 1928, and you left that money alone until 2009. Well, in 2009, you'd have just over $12,000. However, if you had invested the same $200 in 1928 and missed just the best 30 months during those 81 years, you wouldn't have $12,000, you'd instead have just $486. With this type of information, it's no wonder Wall Street has preached buy and hold as the way to outperform. Unfortunately, though, it's not the whole story. You see, if you had taken the same $200 from 1928 to 2009, didn't buy and hold, didn't miss the best 30 months, but instead missed just the 30 worst months, you wouldn't have $12,000, you wouldn't have $486. Instead, you'd have more than $1 million. I think this illustration helps explain Warren Buffett's 2 rules to investing. Rule number 1, don't lose money. Rule number 2, don't forget about rule number 1. Anyone can make money when the markets are going up. We'd love to show you what we do to help protect your investments when the markets are going down. Simply fill out the form here on this page for a complimentary consultation, and we'll do just that.